Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Panthers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
31 yards there and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dive. A dive, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that one. Who knows?
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Peyton Turner there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big time.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the go.
They'll start on the ground with Strong. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Matthews. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Darnold's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down. To throw is Darnold. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Matthews. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back. And he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Darnold from the red zone now. He's got the connection to Moore and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play that.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on third down, Matthews. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's taken in at the 9. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 24, Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Off play action. Matthews. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. On first down, Darnold.
They'll drop that down to Hubbard, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd down, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Darnold now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Matthews. Olave over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Kamara up the middle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. Man open. Here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go now.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
18
Back to throw. Matthews.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Panthers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. He's got his target. It's Olave. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them to victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, They were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Carolina, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.